What up, YouTube? Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the log. Nate here. Hopefully, you guys doing well today. I just wanted to catch up with everyone. I want to start this like weekly log where I talk to everyone, let you know what's going on in life, what's going on in the state of the video game collection, what's going on. Hopefully, your summer's been good. Thank you to everyone who joined me on my road to 40 journey, where I lost a whole bunch of weight for my 40th birthday. I got down to like 198 pounds, which I have not seen since like I was at high school. Sad thing is, a couple months later, we got this trailer. I've been at the trailer a lot, gained a whole bunch of weight back. And I realized there's a direct correlation to a lack of vlogging to my success in my goals for regarding weight loss. So I want to correct that and start kind of keeping track of that here on the channel, keeping accountable to you, the faceless minions. I'm kidding. I appreciate all you, but keeping accountable to total strangers. I found when I was vlogging more, I was just doing a lot better in terms of being motivated, achieving goals, staying consistent with routines. And when I stopped doing that and I kind of laxed a little bit, I was lacking. My body became lacking. My goals became lacking. Everything became lacking. So I truly appreciate you guys for joining me. Hopefully your summer's been going well. I've been mostly here at the trailer. Did I mention I bought a trailer? It's kind of funny. After my 40th birthday, I really began contemplating the finiteness of life. If that makes any sense. I think this is what people might call a midlife crisis. Anyone else going up through that out there? I'm assuming a lot of you are close to my cohort, my level, my stage in life. I've just been thinking a lot about it, imagining the darkness. And honestly, that's been weighing pretty heavy on my mind a lot lately. Just everything that entails, unfinished business, my family. We're all at, or I'm at that age right now, and a lot of my friends are, where we're facing death. Right, parents are getting old. Friends are, we have friends who are getting sick. Hopefully they do well. God grant them healing, of course. It's like at 40, I just got bombarded with a lot of that stuff where I never thought about it before. So I'd be interested to know how many people out there who are kind of dealing with the same thing and what you guys do to cope with it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But being out here at the trailer, it's great. I find I'm more in tune and kind of one with nature out here. I thought I'd be playing a lot more video games out here, but I haven't. But I personally don't think I'm going through that midlife crisis. That being said, I want to buy a motorcycle. I really do want to buy a motorcycle. I've been watching a lot of videos about this thing called the slingshot. The Polaris slingshot. It's like a go-kart looking thing, but it's supposedly a motorcycle, but you don't need a motorcycle license to ride it. I really want one of those. I think those are awesome. And that's my midlife crisis. I want to purchase one by next year, so I've been slowly selling video games off. And I kind of want to go over what I've been selling here on the channel. So the next segment, after this whole life part, we're done with this, we'll go into the video game collection, and I'll talk more about like things I've been selling, things I've been buying, what I want to do with the collection and all that. But let's just get through the life part first. Near my trailer here by the beach, they're filming a Bob Odenkirk movie. I think it's Nobody 2. So a lot of it's like locked off. You can't drive there. We're prohibited from walking. They redid the whole street to make it look like, I don't know, a Midwestern town. It's really cool, actually. We'll talk about the Hoard, the state of the collection. For people who don't know, I collect retro video games. That's kind of the main thing we do on this channel here. I will say for the past couple of years leading up to like my 40th birthday, I've been just going to the thrift store a lot less. And that was the main mechanism to where me, Lester, Ian got a lot of our video games, the thrift store and the flea markets. And it just hasn't been worth our time to go there. The amount of time it takes to go there and the rewards, the things that we find, really, they don't balance. So it didn't make any sense for us to go there. Plus, we had families and stuff. So I've been collecting a lot less. That being said, I've already amassed a collection in the past decade and a half. I think I'm at like 3,000 unique games, which is a lot. I can't imagine people who have like 7,000. What the hell they do with all that? I could barely fit it in my basement, So overall, the collection has been at a standstill. It's kind of funny. I made these videos a while back where I found an app where I was able to archive like all the video games in my collection, and it actually gave you a monetary value there. And I was gonna kind of go collection by collection, console by console, and review it with you guys. But it got me thinking, as I was, maybe because I'm getting older, I got more paranoid and putting out there, hey, look at all my expensive shit, and just make myself a target. I just stopped making those videos. I got too anxious about it, and I was like, yeah, no, we'll just stop it there. I don't want to put out there like how much all my stuff is worth. But I think if I talk about it here, like in these videos, where it's kind of buried within an hour long talk, hopefully this is not an hour, where it's buried inside of these kind of logs, these vlogs I'm doing with you guys, maybe the unsavory characters won't find it as easily, and it's just the true peeps out there who will appreciate the information and not use it to rob me. But hey, let me know what you think about that. Should I have continued with that series where I kind of went over my whole collection and eventually talked about the total value of everything? I don't know. My wife's here. Hi, wife. How was your walk? So when I was making those videos where I was talking about my entire collection, I was always in the back of my mind contemplating if I would sell my collection. And I think the older that I'm getting, the more I'm saying it's a reality. You know, it would have to be something substantial. Right now, I'm actually selling a lot of my doubles and my extras. For some reason, I was hoarding it. I don't know why. But why not put it out there? I'm getting kind of addicted to the money that's coming in, just selling those. I haven't dipped into the main collection yet, you know. So we'll talk about it here. We'll go into this segment, notable sales on the eBay page. So I've been putting a lot of my doubles, like I said, but one of the big heavy hitters that I put on eBay, well, heavier hitters. I know people sell a lot more than this, but I put Silent Hill Origins for the PS2 online. And I had 2 copies of the game. One was factory sealed. The other one was complete in box. So, you know, the game is not necessarily a great game. I think people just, maybe it's the name. I don't know, the rarity of it. I'm not sure. So I sold my complete in box, my opened one. From the funds from that, I'm contemplating whether I should get my factory sealed one graded. Because I'm never going to play the game. And why would I open it? So that one sold pretty, I've sold it kind of low actually, because I was earlier in kind of like revamping my eBay store, and I kind of wanted to get the money flowing again. So I took a little bit less, like I made profit on it obviously, but I took a little less than like the median price that it was being sold for, which I was okay with it because it kind of started the momentum of other things selling on my channel or my eBay store. The second biggest hitter that I sold was a Twilight Princess for the GameCube. If you guys remember, I found that at the thrift store. I walked during one of the craziest blizzards in our city to the thrift store. No one else was there. It was in the display. I think it was like $20 or something like that. I sold it for $135 Canadian, complete in box, tested, working. I have 2 copies of that game, and I sold the one that was a little bit less, better condition than mine. I'm sure everyone else does that. But the game worked fine. Maybe on the bottom here, I'm going to put a ticker of like all the other things that I have sold on my eBay store. That'd be kind of funny to see. So, I'm happy to announce the return of Monday Nitro Pickups. I got to go all the way back to the city to film it though, so I'll be right back. What up YouTube? Welcome back to Monday Nitro Pickups. It's been a long time since we did one of these, but I got a lot of pickups here today. A lot of this I haven't put away yet. I picked this up maybe a few months ago. I've just been piling up here, so I thought why not do a Monday Nitro Pickups video and add it to my weekly vlog that I share with you guys, where I go over the state of the gaming collection, my life, and all things that you guys want to ask in the comments below. So this is not really a well-structured video, and I don't know how often I'm going to do Monday Nitro Pickups, just because I'm not picking up as much. I'll dedicate to at least doing pickups monthly, because there's a lot of things I want to get, but I don't go shopping as frequently as we used to on this channel. That being said, let's just jump into it. No special maple syrup pickup of the video. We're just going to go through these in order because I kind of forgot what some of this stuff is. In our city, we have this thing called crazy bins, where they just get over, I don't know, stuff that's not claimed in the mail from Amazon and stuff. I'm guessing they buy pallets or what have you. It's weird. It's just a bunch of things from like Temu and stuff, and they sell it for like $1. So I got 4 of these guys here. Oh. And these are essentially like a cheat code for the Switch. These are all Amiibo cards. They're like these little tiny cards. I'll show B-roll of it here. Each of these have, I think, 48. It's like every Nintendo Zelda Amiibo in a card form. And you tap it on your controller, what have you, the same way you would tap an Amiibo. And it functions exactly the same. It's crazy. I gave one to Lester. I gave one to Ian. I gave one to, I don't know if I think I gave one to Gary too. All my close friends. I had like 10 of these things. They're $1 a piece. $1 a piece. Thrift Dweller, going pirating. I went to the thrift store, I want to say a month or 2 ago, and I got 3. Here's the receipt in case you need to see it, which is too bright. 3 Sega Genesis games they had in their display. Now these are all case upgrades for me because a lot of these had manuals and I might put the manuals away already. So a lot of these are doubles. Technically, I just bought them for the manuals and I'm going to resell on eBay. Taz. What does this one say? Escape from Mars. It was 20 bucks. Man, this light is tricky. 20 bucks because it came with the manual. There you go. So again, case and manual upgrade for me for this one. $14.99. Spider-Man X-Men. One of my favorite video game covers of all time. I have the manual in here, but I put it in the one on the shelf already. And a big upgrade for me because I kind of really like this game. Bart Simpson's, or The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. This one was $24.99 on the back there, but this one did come with the manual, which is, I already put it, I was so excited I put it away on the shelf already. So $24.99 for that. I'm going to be selling it on my eBay page, which I hate to pimp out over here, so I won't do that. I'm going to collect VHS. Is that weird? I want to collect VHS tapes again. And just things that meant, alright, were significant to me growing up. Videos that I liked growing up. This was, if you have not seen it, it's a Van Damme flick. I don't know why he did this movie. I feel like this came out at the height of his popularity. And this is essentially like a B movie that you would get at the video rental store. If kids know what that is nowadays. It's like a Netflix that you actually had to go to in person and pick up a physical media device like this. Forget his name. Trains with the spirit of Bruce Lee in an abandoned house to fight Van Damme. It's a really convoluted story, but it's great. I love it.
No retreat, no surrender.
Plugging a hole. This was at the thrift store. I don't know if I have footage of it. I met a viewer of the show, Tyler. I think his name was Tyler. What's up? When I found this, he was there looking at the video games as well, and he mentioned he recognized me. So what's up? Pleasure to meet you, my friend. I don't have this game for my collection. $7.99 for Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 4, is it? Yeah, 4. Another game I don't have in the collection, Kill Switch. This was 10 bucks. They had a bunch of other like PS2 games in the display, but they were asking way too much. Again, this game I don't have in my collection. 10 bucks. It's kind of steep. But I don't know. Maybe I'll play it one day. Probably not. A PlayStation game. I haven't seen these for a long time. $4.99 for Uprising X. Looks horrendous. Price is on the, or value is on the screen there. Just a game I don't own yet. I bought this for the homie Noah. We were video chatting the other day. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but VHS tapes. Is this Power Rangers Turbo, the movie? Look at that. $1.99 for that. Looks fantastic. Ooh, that Chica looking little mestiza over there. And Power Rangers Time Force. Look at that cover. I love this guy right there. Is that the guy? No, this guy. He looks at me. I've never watched this. I bought this for Noah. Looks redonkulous. I love this. I like segments. So I'm gonna next pick a video. We're gonna improve on this segments. And I don't own. Well, I own it, but it's factory sealed, and I don't want to open it. So I bought an open copy of Beyond Two Souls. I think there's Elliot Page in here, and Willem Dafoe. Yeah, $5.99. If you have not watched this show, Firefly, I feel like I'm introducing it to a whole new generation of people. I've been watching this at the trailer. Fantastic. It's really good. Anyways, the complete series is still like sealed at the top. Like it's still sealed at the top, so I don't know. $5.99. If I resell this, would I consider it brand new? Probably not, because I can open it like that. I got this because, hey, I think this is a video game, is what I thought to myself. Galarians. What does it say? Ryan? This is going to be resold on my eBay page. $4 for it. Comes with a card in there. Look at that. Anime tends to resell pretty well for me. So, I don't know if that's anime. It's CGI. I bought this for the trailer. It's a 3-movie pack. All The Rock, my homie. The Notorious Liar. For $4. 3 movies for $4. Hercules. Pain and Gain, and G.I. Joe. 3 of the greatest action movies ever made. I'm getting fat, man. If you haven't seen the beginning of this vlog where I talk about gaining weight again after my 40th birthday, I put on the pounds. What is this? Oh! On the never to sell pile, a game from the homie Lester. Time Splitters. Called Future Perfect. Lester gave this to me a few months ago now. Maybe like 5 months ago. Last time I saw him. I love you, buddy. I miss you. I can never sell it. I should make a list. Stay tuned to my weekly log. I'll make a list of the top 5 never to sell items in my video game collection. It's such a massive collection here, and I do nothing with it. So much potential content and interesting topics we can talk about. I feel like it's just in my mausoleum here, just looking at me while I'm dying. GoldenEye Reloaded 007. I don't know. I didn't own this one. What is it? $6? Feels like is that Daniel Craig? This one was interesting. I literally found this outside of Valley Village on the ground. I don't know if somebody dropped it, somebody tried to steal it, ran off, and it fell out of their hands. $5 for a Lego Hobbit for the PS. I thought I said PS4. PS3. Looks like a PS4 game. Crazy Bins. Speaking of Crazy Bins, this is why I think they sell unclaimed mail. My wife saw this game there. It's open, it's used, it was $1. Igor for the Wii. Just sitting there in one of those bins. The Crazy Bins. A game I don't own in the collection. And values on the screen. Are Wii games underappreciated? I feel like they haven't reached their... They're still relatively cheap. That's how I'm gauging how appreciated they are. Like, are the kids who grew up on the Wii... They have to be in their 20s now, right? Yeah. 10 more years before they have like high disposable income. Wii games will shoot up. Queen 8 predicts. Come back 10 years. Tell me if I'm wrong. A really interesting find. I think I made a short about it when I saw it at the thrift store. $5.99 for Batman Vengeance. If I had to pick, this is the maple syrup pickup of the week. I don't own it. Adding it to the collection. Is that complete? No, it's not. It's not a manual. It's a product catalog for 2001. This looks like a fantastic game. Heard good things about it, so let's play it. I want to do let's plays. I feel like I don't play my collection enough. I thought this is cool. It's a lenticular Legend of Zelda pencil box from 1999, I believe. Yeah, 1999. Am I unlocking memories? I love those nostalgia videos. It uses the Aquatic Ambience remix by Sizzle. If you haven't seen them before, that's what they are. I watch them every time that music hits and I see that short. I'm mesmerized. I can't get off the toilet, you know? The music. WWE. $2. I remember when I was a kid, man. My Uncle Chris, I miss you. My cousins who don't talk to me anymore. We used to roll around in his tracker. He had a Jeep, not Jeep tracker. It looked like a Jeep. A tracker. And he had these like gigantic subwoofers and a pound. And we'd put wrestling music driving around the city. And like people at the bus stop would like do the Shawn Michaels flex. When they heard the Sexy Boy song of my Uncle Chris's subwoofers, it was great. I think I have permanent tinnitus because as a kid I'd roll around with him and he would just blast the music. My ears have never been the same. Thanks, Uncle Chris. Tinnitus. To my VHS collection, it was $5 for the complete original series Star Trek movies. If you are a fan of these, or if you know about these, there's only 2 worth watching. The Wrath of Khan, I liked. People don't, is it The Voyage Home? The one where they go back in time.
He's harmless. Back in the 60s, he was part of the free speech movement at Berkeley. I think he did a little too much LDS.
LDS?
Which is, it's ridiculous. Chekhov, the Russian guy on Star Trek, he finds himself on a U.S. naval ship in an era where they have like the Cold War. I thought that was hilarious. I don't know, just $6.99. I think I got a discount on this at the thrift store. black and white Pokedex. I'm guessing it's a strategy guide. Yeah, it's a strategy guide for the game. No poster inside. Missing the poster. Is that worth it? Values on the screen. $5.99 because I don't own it. I hate paying that much for the Just Dance game, but it kind of completes my Just Dance set on the Wii. I don't have the first one opened. I have it factory sealed for some reason, which I'll never open. And it is complete. Value on the screen. Getting down to the nitty gritty here. Oh, I think I recorded this day. There was just a bunch of PS2 games. They're popping up at the thrift store again. I might have to go more often. But I only picked up games that I needed to add to my collection. Midnight Club. I don't have this one yet. Complete. For 6 bones, it was a Blockbuster copy. Values on the screen. Shadow of the Colossus. I have this, but not the greatest hits version. So I don't know why I paid for it. What did I pay for this? $6. Pretty sure I had a 20% off coupon this day. And it is complete. Majestic. Beautiful game. I remember the first time I played this was with Lester. And he's giggling at the beginning of the game because he knows that I'm going to get... It's literally the beginning of the game. First 2 minutes. I couldn't escape this room that I'm in. Because it's not like Resident Evil where there's a key item that will sparkle or something like that. Just... You have to figure out, you have to climb out of a window. Lester knew this. And he's like, I'm going to let you figure it out yourself. Just running around this little enclosed room without a door. Had to climb a window. They didn't give me a hint. Lester laughed at me. Tony Hawk's Underground. For some reason, I don't own this for the PS2. 6 bones. $6 for that. It is complete. Man, Tony Hawk made a lot of money from his games. Just Dance Kids. Again, to complete the collection of Just Dance games on the Wii. My kids like playing Just Dance on the Wii. At least they did like during the pandemic. But we haven't played Just Dance on the Wii since then. So I don't know if they're still going to like it or not. We'll see. I'll keep all the strategy guys for the end. They had Tekken Tag Tournament there. This was a great game. I don't know why. I think people underappreciate this one. This one's a very heavy game too. Because I think, does it come with a poster? No, this book. You can beat whales with this book. It's so thick. That's what she said. $6. Dragon Age 2. I don't own this. Well, I own it now, but I didn't own it before I bought it. $8 minus 20% off. I don't know. Probably never gonna play it. My wife found this at Crazy Bins. It was $1.50. Refused to Die is an unauthorized documentary. And some really nice strategy guides here. This one I paid $6 for it. Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. I'm guessing it's for the 3DS. Just look at the beautiful art in this. For people who don't know, Donkey Kong's my guy. Super Street Fighter 4. I love this game. I played the crananas out of this game. What is it? Late 2000s. I like charge characters, so I'm a Balrog guy, and this is the one game I can consistently hand Lester his ass. Because every other Street Fighter he beats me. It's so annoying. He knows the secrets of like Street Fighter 2 Turbo and stuff. He practices it frame by frame. And my wife found this at Crazy Pins. Another Street Fighter 4 manual. Again, I like the art style on this. These swirls things. I like these things. Those are cool. That's it for the video game pickups. Monday Nitro pickups in the bag. Thank you very much for joining me. We're going to go back to the rest of the log. Thank you, Kuya Nate. It's been a while since I did Monday Nitro pickups. I don't know how often I'm going to do those, though. I don't pick up games as often as I used to. I'll commit to monthly. Monthly Monday Nitro pickups on these weekly vlog things. I still have to figure out a name for this. So yeah, that would be it for the video game segment. I'd like to talk about the community now. I think the third segment in these logs, I'll talk about what I'm watching on YouTube, because it's, for people who haven't heard it before, one of the things I love on YouTube is the community aspect of it. It's the most inefficient, cumbersome way to have social media. Instead of just doing a quick retweet or a quick X, what do you call it in X now? I don't know. Instead of just posting something right away, you got to go through the effort of shooting a video, editing it, uploading it, making it. It's so cumbersome. But I love it. I wouldn't have YouTube any other way. I've been watching a lot of the Pixel Game Squad videos. and I feel like they really do capture that feeling of game hunting with your buddies. Even though we were the original NES Pursuits, you know, Canada. Lester and I did it first, just so you guys know. Timeline is clear. We were the first to take out cameras to the thrift store. No one else did it before us. Originators started this gangster shit. One video I caught though that really kind of hit the Gabbo's video where he completed the Nintendo collection. Congratulations, buddy. That's awesome. But you know, but there's something about Gabbo that grabs me, and I just feel like I want to be his friend. I feel like him and I have the same spirit. Like he's my spirit animal, but I speak better English, barely, than him. Watch that video. It's very heartwarming where he talks about his nostalgic memories of the Nintendo collection, about his mom, you know, how hard times, but they still found the joy in Nintendo. It's a lot of the same stories that a lot of us have. Anyways, before we go, I kind of want to commit to you guys and keep myself accountable on these weekly logs. My goals for you guys. I want to get back into shape again. I know I said it before and I did it before, but I want to stay true to it. I'm fat. I'm 215 pounds at last weigh-in, and I'm afraid to weigh myself again. So the first step, I think, in kind of recapturing that momentum I had on my 40th birthday was my goal now is just to be active this week before the next vlog. So that's my commitment to you guys. Will I be more active? Hopefully, stay tuned to the channel. After that, we'll start weighing myself regularly once I get back into the groove of things. But for now, I'm just trying to enjoy this time with my family. The eternal now, as Jeff Hardy would say. I want to sell more of my collection. The second goal I have, really fine-tune my collection. I feel there's a lot of fluff, a lot of things I don't need. I've actually pared my collection down over the summer. I hopefully have some pictures of it, but I've been literally like taking half of my collection off the shelf because it just starts looking crazy. You know, like some certain YouTubers who like their room all crazy like that. I can't stand it like that. Having things sideways and horizontal and vertical, I can't do it. So I took half my games out of my room, and I feel better about it. I feel better about my collection and how it looks, and a lot of that fluff I want to continue to sell. So I'm gonna post more things before next week's vlog, and I'll get back to you about what has sold, what hasn't sold, and all that jazz. And I want to keep up with this vlog. My third goal is to stay consistent with this, even if they're low budget, even if they're not great. Just to keep making these videos. Stop overthinking it and just putting it out there, you know? So before I go, the lesson of the week I want to impart, perhaps on some of you Padawan youngins out there. Confucius say, we all have two lives. The second one begins when we realize we only have one. So get that list done sooner than before too late. You know what I mean? Anyways, thank you very much for joining me, Queen Nate. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to start like a mailbag section where I answer people's questions about anything, life, video game collecting. I would love to have that. I'll shout out everyone who comments in the comments below on the next video. It's probably going to be like one name scrolling up on next week's video, but hey, I appreciate you nonetheless. And because you made it to the end of the video, comment below that you watched. I will mail you out an Amiibo card. Randomly, maybe 2, maybe 3 of them. Free. Queen 8, as a thank you to you. Take care of yourselves and each other.